And there we go. I wasn't gonna miss this on time. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no fucking way I was gonna miss this week's on time. I mean, I did debate on it, I won't lie, because I was like, I have stuff I need to do, all that sort of shit, right? And all this, so I debated on it a little bit, but at the same time, there's no fucking way. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another ReZero reaction. We are fucking here. This is probably one of the most exciting episodes of the core to get to, other than what'll probably be like episode 7 or something like that, or episode. I was going to say episode 6, but I guess this is like 5, isn't it? Well, actually, I don't know if this 5 is. This episode 5? No, this is episode 4. Yes, yes, this is episode 4. So, I mean, I guess still kind of close in that regard, but yeah. Also, apologies on the last video. I forgot that because I'm on a new PC, uh, the performance enhancement stuff on the browser was still on. So I turned that off, and that should be absolutely fine now. Uh, it is actually so early for when this episode came out that I did not even load it up yet. But that is now fixed, so we're okay, right? Honestly, for the sake of making things easier, I hope this doesn't fuck with the video itself. Apologies if it does, and that looked like stuttery there. I just want to see that we're all good for real this time. We are fantastic. Just wanted to be sure, right? Want to double check now. Okay, I gotta shut my phone up just in case, right? Because we don't want any interruptions for this. It's a very special episode today. I am so excited. I've seen the preview images. This looks fantastic. If there's an insert song in there, oh, that's great. This is already an exciting week. I got to play Yakuza, or Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Fantastic time with that. I didn't stream it, unfortunately, but that's all right. Uh, they're working on more ADT stuff. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll make the deadline that I wanted to make, but you know what? If we do, that's great. And if we don't, that's all right. I'm still having a great time. That's what matters, right? I'm having a great time working on my project. And then this, right? We get this week. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. I think there was also other stuff happening this week, and I don't remember what. Probably game related stuff that I'm just not remembering, but I think some of that's also happening this week, and I mean that's also exciting. But regardless of that, it is time to finally get to this whole last episode. So, one, two, timer and all that should be good. Just double checking. Yep. All right. I can see the timer this time and everything. We're good there. Okay. We're tabbed in. And now we do our countdown. So, friends, here we go. Three, two, one. Let's go. Sorry for the delay. I was almost worried that I wasn't going to be able to sync it up. Sorry, just music already sounds great. It already looks beautiful. I'm loving this. We're also skipping the opening, which is what I expected of this episode. Also, apologies if it's really bright in the background. It is, despite being in Canada and despite it being winter, it is kind of warm out. I won't lie. Not actually warm, but you could wear a sweater out and you'd be fine, which is fucking crazy because the week prior you could not do that at all. I'm taking a guess. We're probably covering everything today, aren't we? I'm just gonna enjoy the scene. Much like the Liliana stuff, I'm just gonna sit here and just enjoy. Apologies for the little commentary. Ah, oh, here we go. I know what I just said, but like, God, I really do love this scene so much. This is probably one of Arc 5's best scenes. There's the line. Mm. Oh, and all the differences on their faces instead of just looking lifeless. Dude, the way they drew the face. Oh. And here we go. Let's hear it. Let's hear every single one of those lines. Yup. Mm. There's so many, dude. Oh, this is awesome. There it is. They are absolutely. If this is like how many 4 minutes in, or I guess technically five, they're covering the whole thing. We are, it is episode four, so it makes sense to do so. But we're covering it. We're covering the whole thing with this episode, which means I can imagine what the next two are. I can imagine what episode seven is. At least a good majority of episode seven, and episode eight will be self-explanatory. And then we get the trailer, which is going to be awesome. I have not had a smile like this with the series. I guess reading Arc 9's given me this feeling a little bit, but I have not had this consistent, like, just really genuine smile just going through the series since reading the final chapter of Arc 6. That chapter made me just whoa. I already knew what happened in it, but like I had a genuine smile on my face. I slept with a genuine smile on my face that night. Yep. I like how very, I guess bold is almost the word. Just she is. Oh my god, that's really well done. It's like an actual like tumor on them, but like it's also like his own heart just like she mentioned. Oh, that's good. I like the way that's done. So I did see the animation here was really nice. I think this is where some of the images on Twitter come from that they posted for it. Funny enough, I think a majority of those images actually haven't shown up yet, and we're almost 7 minutes in. Oh man, that smirk on him. Oof. This music for him, holy shit. Some like Poochie type of like the priest. Oh well, I guess pale snake, or I mean technically it'd be white snake, but I know OSC wise it's listed as pale snake. Also the face there on him. Yeah, and then yeah, it is something I'm curious about. I don't know if they ever listed it, or at least I don't remember. But it is something I'm curious about. Of if everybody there pissed him off, would he really get rid of all of them? Right. Actually, yeah, a good example is the end of the last core. Also, oof. Um it does make me wonder about the oh my god. I'm gonna hold on my thought because they're doing a great job here with this. I can't wait for people to complain about this shot because it's a distant shot and it's like they're drawn horribly. And they're like, bro, it's a distant shot. Like I was talking about JoJo earlier, and I hated how much people talked about Killer Queen in regards to that. And it's like, bro, it's coming out like weekly. Well, I guess not really weekly, but like, you know, it was like a distance shot of him and everything, and it's like we're gonna complain about that. Hmm. Oh, that's good. I like that it's like right before too. That's good. Yeah, I was gonna say that because there's other ways to stop it, and this is the way. Oh, the smiles, dude. And then, oh, that's beautiful. But what I was saying, end of last core. I just want to get this out of the way. Maybe I should wait till the end of the episode. If I could write it down, this would be a lot easier, but I don't have a pen and paper on me. Oh, some good animation on them. And there's their cue. But, uh, that's really good. Mm, he's just going through it. Mm. They're like set up like they're in an RPG. Oh, crazy part is 53, but that's not accounting for the numbers they all had because missing numbers in there implies, you know, ooh. Is my figure of her still at the same? No. I used to have, I think the figure of her that's somewhere back there. I didn't actually look at where it was. Uh, right beside the, like the You Fool Goku. And I was like, oh, it's fitting that they're right beside each other with that line. Yeah, we're definitely getting through the whole thing. Ooh. Because there's only one more person it could be in based on all this. Oh, that glow in his eyes and everything. Oh, that's good. I need to probably get back to reading Arc 9 because it might be finished in terms of the current phase. But some of this reminded me that I did, especially because I think I might have gotten spoiled on something, and if I did, I'm so fucking excited. The sound design there. I'm gonna turn into Jotaro. Oh, here comes the line. Here comes the line. I absolutely love it. Because she already knows. Oh, dude. I might need that as a GIF. That was perfect. That was perfect. Cinema. I really might need that as a GIF. And I just changed my pick to Majima. Here it is. Oh, they even show him. That's great. I like that a lot. So and he even gets an updated design as a result. Guess who's not invincible anymore? Insert the title card. That's my fucking goat. Regulus, it's about time you go flying. Oh, there's the line with it. Oh my god. Damn, alright. I mean, he's a piece of shit, so he deserves it, but like, didn't have to. Actually, no, you did, but like, damn. I did see that image on Twitter as well as one of the preview things they were doing. It immediately reminded me of that one image of the dude like soaring through the air with his foot out, and it just said "perish." Oh my lord! This is completely new. Well, not completely new, but like I didn't read the light novel version, so oh, that's you know what? That's clever. She hit them with 50 free. That's good. So this was not in the light novel, so therefore I don't, or not light novel, but web novel. So again, sometimes I might be misremembering this stuff because it happens from time to time. But no, this was sorry, I'm stupid. I forgot. I forgot. He does the I made the Jotaro joke of oh yeah, grab the heart, and here's the other half of that joke. Well, we're asking for one-on-one. Also, this is really good. Just making him look shameful and all this sort of shit. Mm. Just his immediate attitude change and everything. Back from the moon. Now it's time to go flying. Also, this is a really sick entrance for him. Damn. Oh my god, they are actually showing it. They are actually showing it. It's perfect. I love that it's like the mistake is you threw him somewhere where he had a foothold. Up you go. And this is good. This is so good. Come on. All his excuses followed by. Come on. This is also really good. This is really damn good by the VA. I like that look on him and everything. Just ooh. Also kind of cool that this is how they do the whole backstory thing instead of just having it in text. This is how they work it out. I like that a lot. Oh, that's so good. Oh, and just like full on white cover, like the red is the only difference there. That's so art direction wise, that's beautiful. Hey man, we can use them as a foothold, and then down you go, right into the center, and he can stop his heart all he wants. But he went right to the center of the city. The sound on that. Oh, you can even like kind of see it in there in the darkness. Oh, ooh. Oh, he even had like teeth missing and his body's just completely fucked. And that's when he realizes, yep. I'm pretty sure that is something the anime skipped over very unfortunately was that Fortuna was supposed to be 79. So it does take a little bit away from that scene because it's like, yeah, you don't even know about it. Does it feel oh wait, maybe they'll show it here. Oh, the sound and just constant. Oh, there he goes. Regulus down. Oh, that's great. Oh, and it's like, oh, just like the outfit. That's great. That was really damn good. I I find it just a tiny bit unfortunate that they didn't do that whole scene with him drowning where he's talking about that whole thing. Because just from what I could tell, they didn't really go into how he's like, oh, he kind of hopes that Amelia remembers him and all this sort of stuff because she was there. And like mentions a lot of stuff with that, which is why it's so powerful when Amelia mentions she doesn't remember him, because it's just like, oh yeah, he's insignificant, he's nothing, right? So it's great. Like he doesn't leave a lasting impression. It's awesome. I do want to double check. There might be an after credits. Seems like there is. There is absolutely. All right, we'll wait on that. I was gonna mention about Core One though. It is something interesting of like at the end of Core One and the end of Volume Three by proxy. Uh, I guess it's not really the end of that because it's the volume four technically. It's the start of this core and it's the uh start of the volume this covers, which is volume four. Um Regulus threatens to kill like all of the wives there and all this sort of shit, right? The interesting thing in regards to that is I do almost wonder if he would be willing to go through with that because that's his insurance, right? At the end of the day, it's like, oh yeah, the blood is on their hands at that point, right? That's how he views it. But at the same time, it's like, would he really be willing to go for that? He's getting rid of all of his insurance, even if he can get more. Things skip preview, but this does not seem like a preview. And there you go. Also, they look really damn great. Freezing them doesn't count as killing, but it does freeze the heart, and that's what matters. Ah. And it's the same music that I think played with the parent and child episode. Or it might be a new piece, but it sounds exactly like that, and that's great. Yep. And now it's on to everybody else's fight. Oh shit, Reinhard. Yeah, right. Oh fuck. Right. I forgot. There's no way we're going to it first. There's no fucking way we're going to it first. It did say preview. I want to see how much we have left of the episode. Like a few seconds, okay. Just so I know to pause. Oh, and then we're gonna see this. That was his voice. That was Garfield's actual voice. Hold on, let me get rid of these. That was Garfield's actual voice. Hold up. Hold up. Are we actually gonna get. Let me. There we go. Okay, perfect. Are we gonna get the fucking hybrid, like, concept design thing I mentioned? Of how, when they're fighting Teresia and Kurgan, uh, Garfield takes on this, like, hybrid form where they imply it in the text, but you don't really get to see it outside of the actual, like, concept designs. Are we gonna get that? Are we gonna get that next fucking episode? I am I'm so fucking excited if we do. That's gonna be awesome. Anyways, perfect. Right? I was a little surprised there was no insert song, and I'm just a tiny bit, very tiny. Some people might take this as a big deal. It's really not. Uh, I'm just tiny bit disappointed that that scene with Regulus didn't include some of the extra bits about how, he's hoping she remembers him and all this, like the big section of that of him constantly monologuing about it and all this sort of shit into that, right? Other than that, though, this was absolutely fantastic, right? This was super well done. They knew that this was going to be one of the most important scenes, and I'm fucking excited because if they knew that, then they know that one of the longest chapters in the series is probably going to be a big fucking deal to cover as well, and that's probably also going to go crazy. I hope, I am praying. I know it's a backstory thing, but I am praying that that episode I'm talking about is like the whole thing essentially. Maybe the first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes can be, separate, whatever it may be, however much time. But I fucking hope that we get that thing in its entirety. Skip the opening, skip the credits, let's just get that whole thing in there, right? Just let it really boil. I wanna feel that whole backstory in there. Oh boy, that was good. That was good. That was worth sitting down and just watching. That was fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited. Funny enough, brother was reading and everything. He stopped at the scene where Amelia's talking to all the wives and they're like, "Oh, I hate him," all this sort of stuff. Um, so I mean, I guess with this, he'll be seeing this entire thing. It's a little unfortunate. I do wish he could see a lot of this and like essentially see what's coming because like we're doing the Brosicast stuff, right? I want to be able to do a lot more of the Brosicast stuff. Luckily, Arc 6 that should fix the issue overall because it'll be a while till then. I'm hoping so, right? It's just a matter of how often he reads it in comparison. But like that ain't on him, right? It's just he's busy with all sorts of stuff, much like me. I mean, I haven't sat my ass down and read the rest of the Arc 9 chapters. It's not like there's a shit ton, but I think there's enough to like be like 6 or 7 that I need to read, right? Like I've been enjoying it out of the current stuff that I've read, and I'm excited to read more of the phase, or slash volume, but and there might still be more of that because there's no volume cover yet. So even though most of it is translated, or not even most, even though the translations are caught up, there's no volume cover yet. So that might imply that there's more to come, which, hey, by all means, I'm excited. With that said, though, that was great. That was really good, real strong episode. I enjoyed that a lot. I am happy this was done justice. This and like episode 5 of the first core. Mm, I'm happy, right? I'm satisfied. Oh boy, that reminds me that again, I was mentioning the Arc 9 stuff and how I got spoiled and all that. If what I saw happens, people who might be from the main channel already know that they might already know this is an exciting development for me. If some of that stuff I saw is true, that's such a fucking exciting development. But we will get there. I will get to that review and obviously all sorts of stuff to come, right? Whatever it may be. I might honestly, what I might do with our Arc 9 review, just to mention this before, we head off. Um, what I might honestly do is if I get caught up and there's no new chapter yet, I think I will record most of it and I will wait, right? I will wait for a volume cover to happen. I'm going to be honest, it probably isn't likely that I end up drawing a thumbnail for the video. I might, right? And if people are fine with something a little bit more rough, I could, right? Not like rough in terms of like, oh, it's like horrible to look at, but like something that almost resembles a sketch in a sense, except it'll be like colored and shaded, appropriately. And then it's like, okay, I have that there. I will finish it properly, when I sit my ass down and actually do so and all this sort of shit. But for now, that, right? If people are open to that idea, by all means, I'll do that, right? I have no problem doing that. I have fun with drawing, right? To be fair. Um, but with that said, yeah, I think what I might do is just sit down, once I'm done reading through it, I will record the review, but I won't post it yet. I won't post it till we have confirmation that we're done, right? If the confirmation of the volume is over happens, boom, we go, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna wait. Tepe's done this before, where he's out of nowhere, like dropped a chapter or two prior to a volume release, right? It happened with I think Arc 8, Arc 8's finale. I think literally did that. Where Arc 8, it was like chapter, I don't remember what, but it was like two chapters prior to the end, and Tepe was just like, oh yeah, by the way, two more chapters. Here you go. And that was crazy because those fucking chapters are a big deal. Those last two chapters of Arc 8 are a huge deal, and he waited till then. He's a funny fucking guy. He's real funny for pulling that. Um, at least I think it was that volume. It could have been the start of Arc 8. It could have been the end of Arc 7, right? I might be misremembering this stuff, but I think it was the end of Arc 8 where he pulled that shit, and it's the funniest shit that he did that because of how huge those last two Arc 8 chapters were. But he might do that again here, and I wouldn't be surprised, right? It'd totally be like him. With that said, though, I'm gonna wait on that. I will probably record my review soon, right? I intend to sit my ass down and read those chapters, and yeah, I guess you guys will see that video uh, when it comes out. I mean, we'll have proper announcements on it on the channel and on Twitter and the Blue Sky and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's really all there is to say. Again, I might make a sketch thumbnail. We'll see. With that said, though, that will be all for this reaction. I am curious to see what next week's episode will be. It's probably going to be a Garfield focused one, which will be cool. There's a chance it could also be Teresia focused, but I highly doubt that. I get the feeling it'll be Garfield and maybe a little bit of Wilhelm stuff, and that's it, right? But still exciting regardless. Crazy to think that we're like already halfway through. Like we are actually properly halfway through, and there's not much else to go, right? But this is fun. Honestly, I'm kind of curious on how big Arc 6 will be in terms of episode amount. I mean, I know the obvious like leak thing was like, oh, it'll be 16 episodes just like this, but we don't have confirmation just yet, especially because Arc 6 is being considered a fourth season, and people were saying that it was going to be a third season. The leaks seem a little suspicious on how they're being worded. They could be slightly correct, but part of me almost doubts what's being said, right? And I mean, maybe this is a situation of like, multiple papers going around about what's going on with it, right? Because that sort of thing happens with companies where they just like constantly like leak a bunch of stuff, some of it fake, some of it real, right? And it's just like, okay, yeah, whoever leaks that fake stuff, we know who to get rid of, right? I mean, that happened with that one like popular Nintendo leaking Twitter account sort of thing, where it was like Nintendo being like, all right, here we go, and it was just handing out the papers, and as soon as one thing was leaked, it was just like, cool, that guy, right? So I don't know if that's the case here, right? I don't think any of us will know, but still, regardless of all that though, it is time to head up. So take care, have yourselves a great day, night, whatever it may be, whenever you're watching, right? Stay safe, and I will catch you all with the next reaction or next video or whatever, whatever you choose. Farewell, peeps.